Yeah, it just went live. Daniel, can you
Okay,
check and make
so
sure we're live?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why I've been refreshing.
wait, also live, but this game started. I think we have to start over. The timer is ticking already,
yeah, I
Alright.
just restarted.
but it's already at like
Steve,
3
you're
minutes,
live.
50 seconds.
Oh
Let
wait,
me
tell
check.
them to leave that game
Let me
and
check audio.
Oh, they left.
okay. Okay,
Oh yeah, you guys
join.
are perfect.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so
Liba,
we're
if you
live.
want, you can go hop in the call with them and get them set up and then come here when you're ready.
Okay. Also send me the live stream link.
Yeah, I'll do that right now.
Oh, they're not in the calls.
It's open. But nothing is.
I sent it in the tab room.
Okay, but they're all on their specific calls. I don't know who's who.
You can have them come back. Are they not on this Discord server?
Most of them are. So should I just
Okay.
join their?
Guys, I hope you know our conversation is being streamed.
Yeah, I know.
That's okay. I told them to just join again.
We have to
I
end
know.
this one live, though. The timer is ticking. Or we can just wait for the timer to run out, actually.
I did end it. Should I make a new game
Just,
with a new?
yeah, I think you should just make a new one. I'm gonna leave this one.
Wait, do you want me to send it in the general Slack? Just be like, here are the NJ
Yeah.
Rocket
A
League
lot of regions
qualifiers.
were asking for it, so you can just send it.
Alright. And then I'll tell Hadika to share it on her social too.
Sure.
Okay, we're just gonna.
What am I looking for? Oh. Okay, missed NJ.
Okay, I just remade it.
Yep. Okay.
Do you know who's on the Sayreville team?
It
and, like,
is
who I should add?
Junaid and... Oh man, I forgot the other names. Junaid,
Yeah,
Nabil, and Saim, I think? Or Nabil, or Saim and Sufyan, I think.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna join their chats real quick.
Okay. Well, Sarah, we are live. That's your cue to say something. Okay, I'm gonna raise your volume a little quiet.
I am very proud to announce our final players, Monroe and Windsor versus Sayreville.
Yep, so this is the first semifinal. I was in the group, or I was moderating the group that had Sayreville in it, and it was definitely a close group. The Sayreville team was very narrowly the second seed from that group. I think their game against Old Bridge went into a golden goal, actually, so I don't really know what to expect from this team.
We hosted, yes, we hosted the Monroe and Windsor match, and they were a very well-coordinated team with a star player who did very well for them on the offense.
Who was the star player?
We should be looking out for Voctley. He is a menace on the field.
What is his name? Voctley?
Voctley.
Voctley, I see.
From West Windsor.
Voctley is taking no prisoners this round.
So on the side of Sayreville, I only saw one of their games, but it seemed like it was a pretty good balance throughout the team. So we'll see how it goes here. The teams are joining up their lobbies, just waiting for one more on the side of Monroe. Oh wow, these guys have tournament winner tags. That's how I know they're good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go into spectate. What is this latency variation thing?
So, with a strong start, blue is taking the ball super close to purple's goal.
So,
ball is in the air.
I will say one of the things we had in the other group with Sayreville was that the teams kind of had this thing where they had really good aggression in the beginning, and then all of a sudden nothing would happen for 3 minutes. So hopefully this game isn't like that, and it's more of a back and forth.
right now, blue is in a corner. Sayreville's in a corner, but they managed to push the ball back towards West Windsor and Monroe's side. Purple is now juggling the ball towards Sayreville's side. The thing about Monroe and West Windsor is that they seem very well coordinated, so they communicate very well, and they set up these plays. Oh, Bockley from midfield gets a shot in.
You know, what you're saying about them being coordinator surprises me a lot, because I don't think they were a 3-stack team coming into the tournament like Sayreville was. So it's definitely impressive that they were able to pull together and be so coordinated and take the lead in this first match. So right off
Monroe
the bat
and
here,
Windsor get the first touch.
yep, the ball is going to be on the side Monroe wants it on, but they don't really follow up on the aggression, and they're kind of just waiting for the ball to come back to them. Good defense from both players on the side of Monroe, but...
And that is a great improvement considering our purple team, the Monroe West Windsor, notably had lacking.
Another mid-court shot. Bockley follows up with the touch and gets it in.
I see what you're
West
saying
Windsor
now
are
about keeping
up
our eyes on
2
this
points.
player. I am thoroughly impressed already.
So it seems that the way that West Windsor and Monroe work is that Creeper Hat watches the defense, he plays their goalie, and Bockley and Can't Stop set up these plays together to get the points.
Right. And I feel like on the Sayreville side, there's not as much of a game plan. I feel like every round you kind of see them in different places, but I think that's something that they can definitely switch up. It's only been about 2 minutes so far. I know they've been keeping Dark Silver towards the back, but in the previous games I've actually seen him very aggressively on the other side, scoring some goals. So I'm not entirely sure what their game plan is.
West Windsor and Monroe are on the defense, but they're switching it back towards the offense. Both teams are fighting in the middle for dominance over the ball, but look at Can't Stop. One touch gets another point. West Windsor and Monroe are dominating this match in the first 2 minutes so far.
Did West Windsor and Monroe drop any games in their group stage?
They did not. I think they dropped 1 round.
1 round,
They've
okay.
dropped a round, but
Oh, that's
games
interesting. We didn't
overall
have any 3-game series in Group B, from what I remember. At least the games I was watching. They were all 2-0 sweeps. Actually, there were some close ones, but nothing actually ended up being a 3-game series. I kind of hope we get to see one for the semifinals or the finals here.
Bockley again gets another midfield shot. It almost goes in, but Sayreville is able to defend. Will Purple follow up and get this another point? Who knows? Sayreville is on their toes with the defense right now.
I will say on the side of Sayreville, I don't think they're playing any less any less defensively than they should be. I think they're keeping up the same exact attitude, and they are still trying to go for goals, but there's just nothing happening on that side, unfortunately for them.
But West Windsor and Monroe are so aggressive. Another point for Can't Stop set up by Bockley and Creeper Hat.
I think the thing that
Look at
surprises me
Monroe.
the most about this is that for Monroe and West Windsor, like you're saying, their scores and it shows that their ball control is very evenly split compared to the other games I've been seeing in this tournament so far.
Definitely.
Sorry, did you watch any of the Group B games in the last round?
yes, and honestly, the Group B games were actually quite exciting. Even though we had some star players, I really felt like those were close games. You really couldn't predict the end.
I think other than
Even with-
a couple of games in that set, all of them were actually really close, and that golden goal at the end was a very exciting one to see.
Yep. A goal with 0 seconds left on the timer. That was amazing.
That was
to
exciting. With 1 minute and 23 seconds left in this match, it seems like West Windsor and Monroe have pushed Sayreville into a corner, but Sayreville is finally fighting back with some hope to their offense, but Monroe and West Windsor again bring it back towards Sayreville's goal. Will they be able to defend this?
So do you think, okay, so obviously this is 0-4, and it does not seem like there's going to be much of a swing
Bockley
from the side.
again?
Right. So it doesn't look like there's gonna be much of a swing from the side of Sayreville, but the question is there any hope for them in the next game, or do you think it'll be a 2-0?
I think so. In all the second rounds that Monroe and West Windsor played, they took a more lax approach to it, which, for example, like I think in the first bracket, the prelims that we played, in their second rounds, both teams hadn't scored up until the 3-minute mark. So
Oh, really?
West Windsor and Monroe tend to take it slow when we get to the second match.
I think we actually saw the opposite in our group, where all the teams, including Sayreville, tend to play really aggressively at the start and try to get a lead, and then just kind of keep the ball in play to maintain where the score is at. So it's definitely interesting to hear the two styles clashing, but it's kind of obvious which one is succeeding more right now.
Definitely. Again, Creeper Hat and Bockley are taking the offense together. I mean, Can't Stop and Bockley are taking the offense together, trying to set up a point. But Sayreville is fighting back.
It was actually a really good dribble down the field, but I didn't catch who it was who knocked it out of the way, but any hopes of getting a goal there was quickly thwarted.
So that's a quick first round with Monroe and West Windsor as the winners, 5-0. I believe we have one more round left.
Yeah, and I think
best of 2.
Yeah, it's best of 3, so at least one more game. Hopefully Sayreville can bring back and even out the score a little bit more, but based on the scores we're seeing here, I definitely want to keep my eyes on the username, whose name is Sayreville Mist. It's actually interesting that's his username, but his score is on par with the better players on the Monroe West Windsor side, so I wonder if he's just kind of trying his best, but there's just not much follow through from the rest of his team.
So do you guys think that Sayreville might be able to bring it back this round?
Sayreville, honestly, I feel like any of these games can be a wild card. I think Sayreville might be able to bring it back. They just have to push really hard in the second round.
Yeah.
It's
definitely got to hurt to go 5-0, so they got to keep their mental up if they want to make a comeback.
Yeah.
And based on our past plays, Monroe Windsor, like you said, likes to take a lax approach. Who knows? Maybe they'll let their guard down a bit.
I mean, I think there's an extent to which the games are like a coin flip, but based on what we saw in that one, I don't think it'll be too much of a coin flip this game, to be completely honest. Who's on the other side of the bracket if Monroe West Windsor win this game? Who's the next game? I know one side is that big coalition.
So the next game we have coming up is Capo from Dallas versus Middlesex, Noir-Limon, and Brighter, which is a mix between Dallas and New Jersey. The two teams we have playing right now are all New Jersey.
Awesome. I don't know why they're not joining the games. Maybe they're taking a second to collect themselves.
Yeah. Let me message up.
On the side of when we're talking about Koppel for the next round, though, those players were definitely the better side on Group B. But we'll talk more about it when we get to that game. But it was definitely all on the back of one of the players, who I'll point out when we get there. So we'll just wait a few minutes to see when this game starts up, when the players are ready. Also, but there keeps coming up the notifications about like the ping and stuff. If they have problems with it, we can switch it around the host, but it seemed fine during the game.
Yeah. Not sure why they're not starting. Let me check in.
Oh, it looks like they're joining the games now.
Oh, there we go.
Or joining the teams now.
They need a minute just to collect themselves.
There you go.
Maybe Sayreville was planning out a strategy real quick.
I mean, I sure hope they were.
How to take
if only we could hear the voice chats right now.
So I think for this round, we definitely want to keep our eyes on Vockley and Sayreville Mist. Were the two standout players last round. But although all the players on the Monroe team were pretty solid.
Right now, Creeper had juggled it over to blue side. Let's see if West Windsor and Monroe can follow up and get the point against Sayreville. But Sayreville missed with the defense. gets a touch onto West Windsor's side. Now West Windsor and Monroe are in a corner.
Yeah, and a miss
They
like that is
do
definitely
end up
not one
taking
that's going to
back.
feel good after the game they just played. And that was a really good shot on the side of West Windsor, but really good defense from the side of Sayreville to save the ball.
Bockley really likes these midfield shots that he's taking.
It's a part of a really aggressive strategy, but we're seeing
Definitely.
that strategy is working. I think players.
Oh, and the blue goes boom. Right now, Sayreville is down one player. Will West Windsor and Monroe be able to capitalize? Doesn't seem like it because the ball is dangerously close to the Purple's goal and Sayreville scores.
This is definitely what you wanted out of Sayreville after the last game. I think I was really surprised that the first minute went without a goal, and it was like pretty good defense from both sides, but it's good to see that Sayreville got the first point on the map, and hopefully they can keep it up for the rest of the game.
So right now, Sayreville has the momentum. Let's see if they can get another point because the ball is creeping towards West Windsor and Monroe's goal. Will Sayreville miss be able to touch it? He does, but there's no follow-up from his teammates.
And as they're dribbling the ball, looking at the scoreboard and the score that shows the ball possession, it's definitely surprising to see how much higher the overall score on the Sayreville side is. It's completely different than the last game. I would say they definitely have more control over what's happening this time around. So we actually might be getting to the third game.
Monroe and West Windsor take 2 shots, but the defense from Sayreville is unbreakable right now. They simply just cannot get it into the goal. I take that back. Point for Creeper Hat on West Windsor and Monroe's side.
This is actually starting to get really interesting now that it's tied up with 3 minutes left.
Definitely.
Honestly, I'm hoping to see a third round. I really think the star players have another shot.
I actually have not seen a third round yet. I know they happened today, but I wasn't in any of those games, so I definitely want to see how the teams play in those third round scenarios, or third game scenarios.
So that was interesting. The ball was super close to West Windsor's goal, but Janeth from Sayreville shoots it towards his own, and it ends up in a point for West Windsor and Monroe.
Yeah, that was definitely a weird series of events, but if you're on the West Windsor side, you're just capitalizing on the enemy's mistakes, so no complaints there.
Definitely kicking himself for that. 2 minutes and 47 seconds left. The score is 2 for West Windsor and Monroe, 1 for Sayreville. Will Sayreville be able to bring this back?
They have a good shot, honestly. This is a good amount of time, and we've seen quicker scores than this. We've seen better goals.
Definitely. Another midfield shot from Monroe and West Windsor, but they don't follow up.
The midfield shot seems like a big strategy in these past games. The success rate, I'm not gonna lie.
I think what
might be deciding strategy.
I think what West Windsor and Monroe try to do when they take a midfield shot is turn the enemy's offense
into defense.
On top, into a defense.
Into a rush to defense.
Yes.
Throw them off their game.
They definitely force them out of position with that. Right now, Blue is juggling the ball, but Bockley from Monroe and West Windsor cuts them off. The ball is dangerously close to Sayreville's goal. Will West Windsor and Monroe take
Bockley's
this?
saves are honestly just too many to be coincidental.
Bunch of Bockley
fanboys.
Huge,
huge save from West Windsor and Monroe there.
Guys, I think Bockley might actually know what he's doing.
I think one of the things that has surprised me about... Oh, wait. Oh, that was actually really close. Yeah, that was insanely close for how far away it came from.
Oh, wow.
A huge demolition by Can't Stop to get the score for Sayreville and bringing it to another tie. This is definitely a very different game than the last one, which is super exciting. I think one of the things that surprised me about this tournament so far is kind of the level of skill we've seen. I was surprised by the performances I saw in the groups, and I think the finals, that when we get to it, is going to be a very interesting match because some of these teams are actually very, very good.
They're very good, and that brings us to the question of what strategies they're employing. If only we could hear their voice chats right now.
I wish we could. right now the ball is close to West Windsor Monroe's goal, but Sayreville is not there to capitalize on it. Lockley and Can't Stop are defending with everything they have, but there just seems to be no follow-up from Sayreville. They're able to set these plays up, but no one's there to capitalize on them. Now the ball is close to Sayreville's goal.
Good position for the save. Just waiting for that there. There's only 30 seconds left, and it's still tied up. I think if anyone's going to score here, I think it's going to be Monroe based on where the ball is at and how the momentum is going. And if no one scores here, it's really anyone's game with the golden goal.
Lockley is pushing up,
Oh,
but
that was
the
so
huge
close.
save from Sayreville missed. Again, Can't Stop, touches it. But
10
all
seconds.
of Sayreville is there to defend their goal with everything they have. Will this be a tie?
Oh, Monroe trying everything
so
they can to get the
close.
goal
That
in,
could
but
have been the
unfortunately
winning
they're
shot.
forced to go into overtime.
Overtime. Lockley coming in hot with his boost, doing everything he can to get this point, but Janet gets the save on the goal. Sayreville is right now backed into a corner. They're trying everything they can to defend. They cannot let West Windsor Monroe get this goal. And from all the way down... Oh, never mind.
The ball just turned itself around.
Lockley coming in hot again. The ball is in the air. Who's going to touch it?
Oh, really close to a hit from Can't Stop, but it was just too high. Now the ball is still in the possession of the Monroe side, but it's not on the
Sayreville
side
in
of the field they
corner
want it
again.
on.
Lockley and Can't Stop are trying to set something up here, but they just can't seem to do it. Both teams are scrambling.
They must be freaking out in their voice calls now. I really want to know what it sounds like.
They're definitely screaming. Sayreville missed with another save. He shoots the ball across the court, but Creeper Hat is there to save it.
It looks like as the time keeps ticking, they just get crazier and crazier. But
This is
maybe-
definitely a sloppy match right now. They're all freaking out. Janaid almost gets it into the
no
goal.
one has any idea where to go next. The strategy is falling apart.
At this
West
point, it's just a
wants it.
mad dash to get it in the goal. And think about it for the side of Sayreville. If they miss right
The
here,
players are like
Halfway, wait, right. Oh,
what are
Creeper
these
Hat
shots from
gets
across the
save.
field? Oh my god. And if
There
Sayreville
have
misses
been
this
so
goal,
many midfield shots.
This is a free-for-all team against teammates.
Sayreville Mist is trying everything he can to get into West Windsor's goal, but their defense is unbreakable right now.
I mean, this last goal is for potentially the entire tournament for Sayreville. So if they're like madly scrambling to just get the ball where they need it to be, I do not blame them at all. But it shows, which is unfortunate.
It shows,
Jeanette?
and honestly, teamwork just needs to. If Sayreville just pulls the team together for a final strategy, they can make it.
West Windsor and Monroe are trying to juggle the ball across the court to the other team's goal, but Sayreville is just not allowing it right now.
Oh,
Every time West Windsor gets it across the court, Sayreville just pushes it right back. There, Sayreville missed! Can he set something up? Who
Sayreville
will
with a
get this
good
ball?
lead,
Oh,
but no follow-up on the hit.
there was no follow-up. There was no one defending the goal there either. They could have gotten it in.
Yeah, just needed someone deep on the field for the
Right.
assist there.
Right now we see Sayreville Miss and Janid taking on all three players, trying to get this goal in.
Oh,
Lockley.
a lot of aerial
gets
hits
an
from
air shot.
Lockley in these overtime situations.
3 minutes into overtime, who will get this goal?
Almost as long as the original game. Oh, a demolition from Sayreville Miss. Didn't really do much though.
Honestly, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I'm impressed at the defense for 3 minutes straight, not a single.
Is it even defense? I feel like it's just both teams
Is
playing
it?
offense on both sides of the map.
Is it defense or team? Yeah, definitely. I think it's more about them making mistakes in their offense.
And these happen
never
to be
mind.
lucky.
This could be the game.
Lockley takes a shot from the midfield and he gets it
And-
in. Lockley.
With that, Sayreville will get knocked out of the Rocket League tournament, and Monroe and West Windsor will move on to the finals.
It was only a matter of time before Lockley just finished off this match.
I will
He's
say,
getting antsy there.
after seeing that game, I have no idea what was going on the first game. Like this was
Honestly,
a
Lockley
completely
was just playing
different
again.
game. And looking at the scoreboard
Buffalo,
at the end
Definitely.
here, I think we were surprised by the underperformance by the other two Sayreville players, but they definitely picked it up in the overtime and towards the end there. I think
those
overall
last
this
three
team made
minutes,
a really good adaptation.
Barkley was just toying with them. It was all
Definitely.
a grand plan.
You just can never let up your defense when Bockley's around. Those midfield shots will destroy you because their accuracy is so on point. We've seen him do this
Surprisingly
time
though,
and time again.
he did not have the best performance, at least by the numbers, in that game. He was actually at the bottom of his team scoreboard. Can't stop. Got the gold medal for his team with a score of 479, 4 shots on goal and 1 goal in. All three of the players got a goal in, which is really good to see and means that the team is really well rounded. And I'm excited to see who they play in the finals.
Honestly, this win for Monroe and Windsor, it's a team effort.
Liba, do you want to set up the next semifinal, and we'll
Definitely.
wait here.
Do you want to let the next teams know that they should start getting set up?
You want me to do it?
Sarah, do you mind typing something out while it streams?
Yes.
So the next teams, if I remember correctly, it's the coalition that has Brighter Horizons in it, and I think it's like Woodbridge Academy and
It's
something.
um, it's Koppel from
Right.
Dallas versus Middlesex, Noor-Limon, and Brighter. So
Right.
Middlesex and Noor-Limon are from New Jersey, and Brighter is a Dallas team.
Wow.
It'll be nice to see the regions go head to head.
Well, one of the teams is both
Definitely.
regions, which is interesting. Actually, they were
An
the number one
interesting
seed.
combination.
Oh no, they were the number 2 seed from their group. But I remember talking to them a little bit before the tournament started, and I was impressed. They sound like they are actually very high skill players. But you guys saw them actually playing. Was it anything to be impressed by?
I feel like Middlesex and Nolimon and Brighter had their moments. There's one star player on their team I think we should look out for, which is Moon. I
Mhm.
didn't get the chance to watch Koppel, but
Oh.
when
But Moon
comparing
is
them,
definitely.
yes, I think Moon is almost on par with Bockley, but um, the team as a
Just
whole,
They play
definitely.
strong defense.
Yes,
I've
their
seen it.
defense is very strong.
So for the side of Koppel, they definitely have one star player. I think his name was Slim Shot or something along those lines. He had really good performances in at least the one game I saw of him, and they came out cleanly on top of the group, winning all three of their games. So definitely a really exciting team to watch. But I don't know. This semi-final game, from what you guys just said, is just making me more excited for the final we're gonna watch soon, more than the semi-final itself. But we'll get there in time. Can you let me know the code once you have it, Liba?
It's the same code as before.
Okay.
I just let them know, but Sarah, do you want to pop into their team rooms to let them
And
know?
I'll
I
let them
believe
know.
it's team 4 and team 6.
Team 4 and Team 6 up next, and we will be letting them know.
It's kind of crazy that the Middlesex NUI and Brighter team got all the way here because this was a very last minute team we made based on who showed up essentially. Um, it's not the original roster they intended to come in with, which is pretty crazy that they've made it this far and might have a shot at the finals now. And as we wait for those teams to join, I'm going to go find my water bottle because I am very thirsty.
Honestly, it sounds like you were playing the match instead of them.
I could never play at the skill level they're playing at. I'm actually thoroughly impressed by the teams that came out. I think there were definitely like I think this is standard for like most Miss tournaments. Like Sarah, you can speak to this too when you talk about like basketball and stuff. But there's definitely like certain teams that come out like swinging and they know and they do play together and they kind of know the game. And there's other teams like when I was in high school where we just used to show up and try to dribble the ball.
Yep, but honestly, sometimes those matches really go either way. It's honestly nice to see an effort from even the newer teams or the teams that are unfamiliar. It's really all about team coordination. Valkyrie could
Yeah,
have carried that match, but he couldn't have carried it without the team,
that's the
as we
one thing
definitely
about
last game.
the Koppel side. Slimshot is a really good player, but the other players have their moments. But I think Slimshot is definitely the standout amongst their team. So I would be interested to see if their team coordination gets a little bit better. I know Sayreville did step up on that front, and you know, uh, what did this team? Oh wow, well
Wow.
that was fast.
So we have
That
the
was-
coalition team on blue and Koppel on purple, and that's a quick shot from Koppel.
Yeah,
The
we
first
saw
10 seconds
a
of the
lot of
match.
this out of them in the group stage.
Honestly,
They
this is a great aggressive strategy. Just kind of intimidate the other team before they even get a chance to.
Definitely, especially against a team like the coalition team that we're seeing right now, since they take a very slow, methodical approach and they are really heavy on the defense.
But let's see if slow and steady will win the race.
Moon with the demolition on Slimshot.
But
Those are
right
the
now
two
it's-
players we said to watch out for this game. So it's interesting to see how.
Another
Wow.
mid-court shot from Koppel. The thing is, there was two defensive players there for the coalition. They just
Yeah.
didn't
So right
seem
here,
to touch the ball.
when Slimshot hits it in, that player, I didn't catch the name. Laffy Panda was really close to getting the save, but he was just playing way too far up when the ball. Well, I guess you can't expect the ball to come from halfway across
That
the
is-
field, but an unfortunate situation that puts them at 0-2.
That was an honest oversight, but let's see if they can just make it up. They have the whole rest of the game to kind of
Wow.
catch up.
Slimshot with a hit that I did not think he would get.
Moon with a half.
Wow. Moon with the
Moon
shot, but
field
it's just a little bit
shot.
too far to the right.
But that was a great risk for Moon.
Right now, the ball is teetering dangerously close to Koppel's goal,
A lot of demolitions
but there
in this
just
game.
doesn't seem to. Definitely, there doesn't seem to be any follow-up from the coalition. But
Ooh.
let's see if Moon can get it in. Oh, right off the mark, huge
Oh, wow.
follow-up from Twitch. The
Moon's initial
coalition
shot on the
set
goal
up-
was actually really good, but when it missed, his team was right there for him to pick up the slack. And even though all three players from the coalition side were there, none of them could save the ball.
It was perfect because they were out of position from trying to defend from Moon. They didn't expect a shot from the coalition so fast, so they weren't able to defend even though they were all of them were there. Lots of shots from Koppel going in right now, but the coalition seems to be defending pretty well. Moon again
Oh,
with another
wow.
shot, and he hits it with no defenders from Koppel. They were nowhere to be seen.
Honestly, I feel like they'll have to really start watching out for Moon. Otherwise, this is just going to be an easy match.
We're
Yeah,
hyping up Moon a
definitely.
lot, but I think what's his username? XNV has actually been doing a lot to set up Moon and following through on his plays and his misplays as well. The first goal,
He's definitely an unsung hero in this match.
yes,
I think.
exactly. The first goal was him recovering from Moon's missed shot, and this last goal he definitely set up Moon for it.
It's definitely more strategy than blind luck. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Right now, it seems like the coalition is trying to defend, but they didn't do enough because there was a hole, and Koppel just took advantage of it right away.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of unsung heroes, I think So Babe, even in the group stage, was performing pretty well, but just a little bit outshined by his teammate. But you saw there the kind of impact that he can have. Right off the bat on this clear, the ball goes towards the side that Purple wants it to be on, but we'll see which team can actually clear it for a shot on goal.
Moon is juggling the ball, but it's taken by Slim Show.
Ooh,
Oh, is it
He
Slim
stole that
Show,
right
not
out of
Slim
Moon's hands,
Shot?
but Slim Shot? It's Slim
No,
Show.
I've been saying Slim
But
Shot,
we-
you're right.
Slim
Both
Shady
teams
is
are
up here.
battling right in front of Koppel's goal. Can Koppel defend this? And they managed to do so. Now that the ball is on the coalition's doorstep, can they put up a good defense against this? So Babe comes in, takes a shot, doesn't get in. Both Snipe and Slim Show try to follow up, but they aren't able to. Messy plays from both teams, but again, Moon with the juggle, he brings it right over back to Koppel's side. Will they be able to capitalize on this? Moon again with the shot. Oh, Slim Show with the defense. Moon again touches. Can he get it in? He's trying so hard. He's taken so many shots.
Making repeated shots. This is an aggressive strategy.
And Twitch is trying to follow up with him, but he just can't seem to do so. Slim Show with another shot.
Wow. That's going to be a fun replay to watch, actually.
Right. They turned that right on the Coalition's head.
Will the real Slim Show please stand up?
And Moon and Fluffy Panda were just not high enough in the air to dodge that, to block that shot at all. And, you know, it actually puts Koppel in a really big lead now, being 4-2 with only a minute and a half or so left. It's definitely not something that's, like, impossible to get around, but it's going to be a lot harder of a game from here.
It always seems like the Coalition is dominating with the juggles and that they have more touches, but they just have some holes in their play that Koppel always seems to take advantage of. So even if they're not always in control of the ball, they're able to capitalize on these mistakes that the Coalition tends to make.
I also hate to say it, but I feel like the Coalition has some really good shots on the goal sometimes, but it's just a little bit too high or too low, and it's just like a little bit of a choke over there, but overall they've been playing really well. It's just the last steps to actually make the shot.
They just need to make their strategy rock solid, no holes, and that's just all they have to do.
50 seconds left. Koppel is up by 2 points with 4, and the Coalition is stuck at 2. Ooh, Sobabe takes a shot, isn't able to get it, but he does end up exploding one of the Coalition team members. Slim Show with a mid-court shot?
Wow.
Oh, so close. Just on the goal's rim.
The follow-through from himself on his own setup gets him the score and brings the score to 5-2.
Said, fine, I'll do it myself.
No.
Yeah, like I said, he was definitely the standout player in the group stage, and you can see why in that last play.
The Coalition's
carrying only himself.
The Coalition just cannot seem to defend from this man. Moon blows up bow snipe.
Yeah, with 20 seconds left, this game is definitely over, I think. But it would be good to see.
The Coalition will come out.
Yeah, it
Slim Show with another mid-court shot.
Wow.
And he gets it.
Slim Show is not letting anyone breathe.
He's popping off.
It seems like the Coalition is good at defending, but the second they take their eyes off the goal, Slim Show comes in with a crazy shot.
There's actually a disconnect on the side of Koppel, but we haven't heard anything about it yet, so hopefully he can reconnect soon. With 5 seconds left, it wasn't going to change anything for a team that's already winning, but we'll make sure to sort that out.
Moon takes a shot, but Slim Show defends it with the last second.
And that
this match is over with the winner being Koppel. Unfortunately, we can't see both Snipe and his stats, but Slim Show is definitely the one to watch with 5 goals. That's crazy.
His score on hitting the ball was 1,070, which is more than double Moon on the enemy team. I think
that's the entire enemy team combined. More than the entire enemy.
Yes, more than the enemy team combined. That's so true. And Sobabe was definitely the second best player on his side. Okay, yeah, they're asking us to wait because of a disconnect, so we just won't have them join the lobby.
And honestly, I'm more than excited to see Slim Show Vockley head-to-head.
I mean,
we don't know if that's going to come to pass yet.
Yeah.
The Coalition still has a chance. Maybe they'll be able to bring it back in the next round.
You know what? I'd like to see that happen.
With the momentum that Koppel has right now, I'm not sure if that'll come to pass, but we'll just have to see if their mental will be able to keep up with this devastating 6-2 loss.
I mean, I wouldn't say devastating. I think it was pretty close at certain points. It was just, like you said, or like we both said, it was the Coalition just choking on a couple of shots, and Koppel was really good at capitalizing on those. So it's definitely something they can clean up and make more even than that game was.
But I think that's exactly what makes it devastating, because I think there were like 3 to 4 shots that Moon or Panda could have saved because they were right there. but
Or
they
not
were
even
off by like.
not even just saving, but there were a couple of shots that they were really close to making it in the goal, but were just like a little bit off on the shot width, which in a game like this is extremely difficult. But this late into the tournament, we've actually seen a lot of good plays on those kind of difficult shots. Sarah, do you want to hop into their voice call and see what's going on with their last player?
Of course.
It's on the side of Koppel.
All right.
That's team.
Which team?
That's team room 6.
Team room 6. All right, we'll get Koppel back in this game.
Oh, they're back.
They're here.
They're good, Sarah.
All right.
Yeah, Bo Snipe has returned.
All I had to do was think about it, and they.
And with that, I think we'll be getting the second round of this second semifinal underway.
So for
And
Koppel
we
here, all they have to do is either do what they were doing last game and in the group stage and get a couple of the shots early and then just keep the ball in play, or we can see what happened last game where they keep up the aggression.
Moon
But
with
when
a
you're
half-court shot.
when you're talking about getting eliminated or having to go to a third game here, I think they're definitely going to go for the play where they play aggressive at the start and then just keep the ball in play.
And they definitely did that. Slim Show took 2 shots that he wasn't able to get, but they were very close to getting into the Coalition's goal.
Mhm.
And right now, it seems like Koppel is struggling with their defense because Moon just boosts in out of nowhere. Takes a shot.
Even if you don't make the goal, it's about intimidating the other team.
And that works.
Strategy, the game is in your hands.
But Moon took it one step further and turned the game on its head, because this is exactly what Koppel did to them in the last match.
Mm-hmm.
Moon again juggling the ball, but it's cut off by Bow Snipe. The Coalition is fighting back.
The Coalition is taking every little chance they can get. They're turning the other team's strategy right on their head.
Definitely. There's a lot of small skirmishes happening with no team being able to really take dominance of the ball. But
do you think that's a lack of control on the teams, or do you think that?
Oh, huge shot from Slim Show, but Twitch was there.
Sorry, I don't think it's a lack.
Defend.
Oh wow. Okay, Slim Show with a really nice
again.
goal again, and Moon was so close to. Oh, sorry, no, that was not Moon. Wait.
Definitely not. There was no one there. I don't think they expected him to hit that ball, but he did.
Did he hit that in? I don't know. That looked weird. I feel like that was not what we thought it was. But I was gonna say, Sarah, at this point of the game, or at this point in the tournament, I don't think it's just a lack of control. I think it's both teams just playing very aggressively and being able to switch possession of the ball anywhere on the map.
And we just saw that aggression with Moon juggling the ball super close to Koppel's goal, but Slim Show was there to defend.
And that's the thing. Defense is really shining in this match. Strong defense is what's going to get either team away from their star players.
Definitely. With 3 minutes left, no team seems to have the upper hand. Slim Show takes a shot, but Moon was there with the follow-up to stop it. He pushes it into Koppel's territory. Will Moon be able to get this?
XNB with a perfect positioning on that shot. That was perfectly set up by the enemy team. I don't think that's what Slim Show intended there.
They were not expecting Twitch to be there.
And you know what? It's the underdogs. They really push it in when no one is expecting. Everyone's kind of looking at the carrying players, but every single member on these teams is giving a fighting chance.
The Vochtleys and the Slim Shows and who else were the standout players? Moon was a standout player. There was one more on the last team, but we'll remember later.
Moon taking the ball again halfway across the court, but Slim Show is there to stop it. Moon again touches the ball, but it does not get into the goal.
It just seems that these teams are lacking the finesse once they get the ball.
Here comes Slim Show again, but right when they see Slim Show approaching, the entire Coalition team goes to their goal because they know he's going to take a shot. Twitch again with a super close shot, but he isn't able to get it. Slim
Wow.
Show from across the map.
Slim Shady.
No one
again.
was able to touch him.
That was just
There's literally no one chasing him.
Slim Show decided
We
to
are
just
way
get the
too-
goal himself and bring it back to a dead even tie.
Slim Show is again fine. I'll do it myself. Slim Show is playing this game by himself.
Slim
Wow.
Show is a one-man army. There was no one near him.
I mean,
That's gotta hurt for the coalition.
Speaking of one-man army, Slim Show score is above 500 and his teammates is 20 and below. So definitely a one-man
my
army keeping
goodness.
this game a dead even 2-2.
But the coalition is learning from Twitch and Moon doing the same thing that Slim Show did. Where was Koppel during that setup? Where were they? Nowhere near the ball. Twitch and Moon, they don't care about Slim Show. They don't care. They just said, you do it to us, we'll do it to you.
I mean, at this point in the game, the Coalition knows that if they don't win this, they're out, and you can see it in the way they're playing. They're playing much more aggressively than they were in the first, 3 or 4 minutes of this game, or 2 to 3 minutes, I guess.
With 1 minute and 23 seconds remaining, the coalition is up by 1 point. The coalition doesn't even have to score a point to stay in this match. They just have to defend, which is what they're doing right now because Koppel is coming in hot with all these shots.
I think for
Coalition is
Koppel here,
defending with everything they have.
you can see
That
Slim
defense
Show
is
trying to
rock
set up the
solid.
ball for himself, but it's not really getting him anywhere against the really good teamwork on the side of the Coalition, which, again, we did not expect for a team put together essentially at random.
And honestly, Slim Show might have to adjust that strategy, take more plays from his teammates.
Moon juggling the ball by himself. He jumps over Sobe when he sees him coming. That play was amazing. Panda,
Oh my god.
Panda almost gets it into his own goal, saved by the rim. Twitch setting it up for himself. Will he be able to get this shot? I don't think so. Because Koppel comes in with their defense. Only 23 seconds
That was
remaining.
So close.
Will the coalition be able to fend this off? Moon again with a half-court shot. Sobe, another one. Will they? Panda hits it back.
And just 10 more seconds of the strong defense. And it's case.
The coalition
Oh,
almost
wow.
hits another goal.
That
but
was
huge save
so
from Sobe.
close to bringing us into overtime, but with the end of this game, the Coalition takes the win, brings the series to 1-1, and we're going to a third game.
And this coalition is, honestly, I'm impressed.
This
is
coalition. We've seen star players from all the teams that have carried their matches. But with the coalition, it's different because they're playing as a team. There wasn't a single one of them that was carrying or was a one-man army. And I think that's what
You
made
know what?
all the difference for them.
Teamwork makes the dream work, and that is what this coalition is showing us right now.
It really does. A team of 3 ragtag players, all of whom don't even live in the same state or live in the same time zone, and they're doing it. They're taking up against this 3-man team that has obviously played together in the past.
3
So
good team members is equal to 1 star player. My
I
math
think
is,
so.
but let's see who comes out on top.
We're now heading into the 3rd round of our second semifinal match. Whoever wins this round wins the semi and advances on to the finals.
And in the finals, they're going to play against... Oh my god, who are they playing against?
They were playing against Monroe versus
Yes.
West Windsor.
So, what we're... Oh, oopsie daisy. What we're looking at is everything that happened in the last 2 games really doesn't matter at this point. Oh, wow. And right off the bat, XNV gets the score for the side of Koppel. I didn't see the beginning of how that started, but
For the side of the coalition.
yes. Sorry.
Coalition scored that. Koppel definitely was not expecting that. There was no defenders there. Seems like their strategy of playing aggressive at the start and rushing the other team is now being turned onto them.
Game is honestly, it's still in its early stages. There's a lot of ways this can go. And both
Definitely,
teams kind of push
But
in.
Twitch again trying to set up a shot, but right now it seems like he's fighting with bow snipe. Panda comes in, tries to follow up, but wasn't quite there. Moon again with another touch. Will he be able to get the shot in? Any follow-up from his team members? No. Koppel sends the ball back across the court. Now the coalition is backed into a corner. Both teams vying for the ball. Slim Show comes in. Will he be able to work his magic? Not sure while Moon's around.
Ooh.
Oh, the ball is so close to getting into the coalition's goal, but they're just right off the mark.
Even if it was a more
Koppel's
direct
trying.
shot, XND was right there for the save as long as he got the jump timing right, and he's been pretty good at those for the whole course of this game. So I think
And honestly, I'm impressed with the amount of airtime these players are getting. Putting the ball
Definitely.
midair is a risky move, but they really seem to have a handle on it.
I'm interested in seeing how we saw a lot of air battles in our last semi, especially with Lockley, who seemed to
Bockley,
be
it's like
Yeah.
an airbender or something. I don't know, but we definitely haven't seen anyone who's up to his par. But it's exciting to see these air battles go on. Slim Show is trying to set something up, but Moon just takes it away from him, blows up bow snipe. Is there any follow-up from the team? Are they able to get this goal in? I don't think so. They push it back towards Koppel's goal, but it's just a bit too high. Again, another demolition.
ooh. As soon as Slim
Huge
Show
from Moon.
gets destroyed by the demolition, Moon gets a really nice goal in, and it brings the score to 0-2, which is really different from what we were seeing last game. But again, none of those last games really matter when you're in the game 3 situation.
That's what you call capitalizing on the player advantage, which we haven't seen so much in the past few matches because the demolition spawn time is so fast. But their Moon was definitely able to capitalize on that. Oh,
Yeah.
so babe with another demolition, but I'm not sure it's going to make that much of a difference.
I
Slim
think
Show and Moon battling for dominance right now.
these two teams definitely play with the demolitions more, but you're right, like they haven't really been capitalizing it that much. But I think a lot of it might just be because of like you said, the respawn timers on it is just not enough for them to have windows of opportunity in the way both of these teams have been playing the field. But I think one thing
would
to look out
definitely-
for is on the side of oh my goodness, on the
Slim
side,
Show
yes.
sets it up for himself again.
So I was gonna
Again,
say
this man
I'm looking to see what Slim Show's teammates can do to help him out, but I guess it still is going to remain being the Slim Show show.
He is the definition of a one-man army today.
And honestly, if his team members can just set up for him, this game would be case. It would be Slim Show and the gang.
But even if Slim Show continues to shine like he is, they still are down 1 point against the coalition. And we have only 2 minutes left in this match. Moon takes another shot.
Wow.
There are no defenders for Koppel. And Moon brings the score up for 3 for the coalition. We see Slim Show desperately trying to get to the ball, but he just isn't able to do it.
I don't think he was expecting such an aggressive play. We haven't seen Moon just make a shot in a little bit.
Usually it's Moon and Twitch together, but their Moon was the one-man army. Slim Show again takes a shot so close, but he isn't able to get it. Moon pushes the ball back to Koppel's side of the court. Will the coalition be able to do anything? Not if Slim Show's around. He says no, and he juggles the ball away from
Slim
Twitch.
Show is just battering this other.
You know, a part of me just wants Slim Show's team to win to see the Slim Show vs. Fockley matchup in the finals.
Definitely, because we've seen the Monroe versus West Windsor and the Middlesex and the coalition
Yeah.
against each other in the prelims. So
Who won in that head-to-head on the prelims in the
West
round robin?
Windsor did.
West Windsor won. I
West
see.
Windsor was a strong contender that time.
Was it like a dominating win, or was it pretty close?
That's the round that went to. That's the match that went to 3 rounds.
Oh, okay.
Most
So
of
it
them
was
were
pretty
surprisingly close. It was really anyone's game at that point.
The Twitch is trying to set up a shot, but So Babe is there with the defense. Moon takes another one, but Slim Show says no. 30 seconds left. Will Koppel be able to make anything happen? they need to be up. They need to get 3 points in the next 30 seconds if they want to advance to the finals
10
match. But it
seconds
seems
of
to be
point.
slipping out of their hands.
With 18
Moon
seconds
takes
left.
another shot.
This is all but over for the side of Koppel, I think. Oh, wow.
Moon
Okay.
and Panda together.
If there were any doubts before, now it is definitely over.
Alright.
No mercy from the coalition side. They don't care
They are
that
just
they already
bullying
seem
them
to have secured this
out.
in the bag.
And I have
They
to
want
say,
the points.
there has been a big step up from the side of the coalition, because looking at the scores, last time we were saying that Slim Show score was over 1,000, which is more than the entire enemy team combined. It was not even close to that much higher in this time around. Moon actually outperformed Slim Show by his score points in this round.
Oh!
Wow. XNB gets a score at the end just to really rub it in at 0 seconds left.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
What
There was
was
no
that?
need. There was no need, Twitch. What was the reason, Twitch?
Okay.
The coalition is definitely coming to their bearings after playing 4 consecutive matches together.
Yeah.
In the beginning, they were a bit sloppy, but I think that now that they've understood each other's play styles, they're really coming together as a team.
Yeah.
So with that,
I'm excited to get into the finals now. It's going to be this coalition team against the West Windsor Monroe team. So region-wise, that breaks down to 1 New Jersey team and 1.5. Oh, I guess it's like 2/3 and 1/3 team. But Sarah or Liba, do one of you guys want to hop over and get them set up for the next game?
I can do. Sorry, do you want to do that or should I?
Liba, you can go ahead and get them.
Alright, I'll go do that real quick.
I think
just
what are you
set up the
expecting
match.
in this final match?
I have no idea because I didn't watch this round robin group stage, but from what I just saw, I mean, I am extremely biased because one of these high schools is the high school I went to. So maybe you're asking the wrong person. But if I had to say it without the bias, I would say that the coalition team actually did perform really well. And like Libo was saying, they were playing together like a team way more than the other teams in this tournament, with the exception of like maybe 1 or 2. But it comes down to the star players, like we were talking about, the Vockley versus Moon matchup. And that's really what my eyes are going to be on in this game. You guys have hyped up Lavockley a lot, dude. Like a lot.
But honestly, Vockley, I feel like he deserves it.
Yeah,
Vockley has been showing consistent performance that I honestly didn't expect to see in an amateur game, and Vockley is just a star player. You can't help but watch Vockley.
What do you mean amateurs? This is the Miss New Jersey x Miss Dallas finals, Sarah. They're not in the amateur league anymore.
We're not in the amateur league anymore. We have a lot of star players. I think they can play with the big leagues.
Oh, I don't know about the big leagues, but they're pretty good. Taking a look. Okay, so it looks like all the teams are still in our Discord server. Are they ready, Liba?
Yeah, there's we're gonna take a 2-minute break because someone from the coalition just needs to use the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
But everyone else seems to be joining.
So Liba, I was saying, you guys have hyped up this Vockley guy a lot. But should I continue to be hyped after what we just saw out of the coalition? Do you think that he's going to be able to surmount the team play?
I think it depends on if the coalition is able to take the aerial battles that Vockley likes to take.
Liba, the team names
Because
are wrong.
Oh, they are. Oh, 1 second. Oh, I forgot about that.
No, you're good. I was looking at it and I was like, something isn't right about this.
My bad, guys.
Liba said I have some favorites and I want them to.
I did not. Please.
Liba didn't follow the script.
I'm trying my best right now.
Do you guys think we go to 3 games? I think it's impossible. Oh wait, actually you said their matchup in the group stage went to 3 games, right?
Did. I think it's entirely possible if the coalition continues to play the team game that they're playing, because right now it seems like Windsor Monroe seem to rely a lot on Botley, and I'm not sure how that'll work out for them if the coalition keeps playing the way that they're playing.
So are they really
Honestly,
relying
the
that
coalition-
heavily on the one player, or is it just a little bit better than the rest of his teammates?
Honestly, Vockley does deserve that star player status, but I don't think it's just the Vockley show. I think that we're really getting like solid setups.
I think so too. And seeing that these teams have now played together for 4 matches, they're now like sensing their bearings as team players and where they belong. So they're playing more cohesively. I'm gonna go just let the players know what happened, and I'll be back in a minute.
Honestly, what I'm really seeing that I like is these teams are imitating each other's strategies. They just seem to pick up on it quick, turn the same strategies back on the other team's head. It's very exciting to see because no one expects someone else to come at you the same way you came at them.
I think the most impressive showing, even though they got disqualified. Maybe not the most impressive, but I was pretty impressed by when the Sayreville team played, based on like their adaptation and being able to take it to the 3-game series after it went, I think it was like 0-6 or something, or like 2-6. It was like a big stomp, and then they still came back and brought it to 3
You know
games.
what? They weren't gonna let that just happen to them.
Yeah, they were like, I'm not gonna take
I'm
this
sure it was a
lying
straw.
down.
And
Okay.
it's nice to see that none of the teams really give up after 3 rounds or even 2. They
Yeah, I
just keep
mean,
up the
this late into the
performance
tournament, there's
except
no
for that
reason
one
to give up.
overtime game.
This late into the tournament,
That
giving up would
over-
be silly. At this point, it's just all about like every single goal will make a difference, as we saw in a couple of those last games that were only had like a 1 or 2 point differential.
I think honestly this is going to be a very aggressive game, but I'd like to see it avoid the chaos of that overtime game.
So I'm taking a look at our YouTube chat right now, and it seems like we have a lot of XNV fans in the chat cheering him
XNB, who
on.
wants a shout out on the YouTube live? Say yes if you want a shout out on the YouTube live. Say go Rocket League.
Adib and Sarah, I had to restart the match because I somehow got the map wrong, and then I also had to change the names. So leave the match you're in and rejoin again.
The same code and everything.
Yep.
All right, for all our YouTube live watchers,
A lot of
drop your
XNV
favorite-
chants. I think we have a clear favorite in the chat.
XNB chants. XNB chants. Looks
Oh,
like there's just
Vockley
one
chant?
XNVY chant.
Well, yeah, it's just
Looks
the
like
same
there's just
person
one.
again and again. But
You know
Are we
what?
doing best of 3 or best of 5?
ooh, I think we said best of 3.
Okay.
Guys, say a joke in the chat and I'll give you a shout out.
Wait, let me
So
double check.
it
Vockley
seems-
isn't a joke. Vockley isn't a joke.
Buckley is not a joke. Oh my goodness.
There's a little bit of delay, Sarah. Forgive them. Yeah, Libra, we're keeping it best of 3.
Alright, cool. So it seems like Oh,
Ockley
I see who's-
supremacy.
Vockley supremacy.
I see who's cheering on Buckley. That
All right,
makes
I think we're getting a
sense.
joke. I think we're getting a joke.
Why is tomatoes round? Does anyone have
I'm
any
not
guesses?
sure, Ducky.
Because it's red. What a beautiful joke from Ducky Sucks.
Wait, I don't
You
get
really
it.
go into stand up. You wouldn't get it.
And
You
we
call
are
somebody with
starting.
no body and no nose.
Our final match is underway now. Right
Let's
now,
see. Let's see.
the ball is
Nabi-
in. Well, right now the coalition has. Oh my god. Okay, the coalition has dominance of the ball. Twitch takes a shot, but it was right off the mark by like 2
Ooh.
centimeters, so it didn't go in. Twitch again, another shot off the mark. He just can't seem to get it in. But right now, Westminster and Monroe are fighting back. But again, the
XNB is
coalition
really-
takes another shot.
XNV is really channeling the power of all the fandom he has in the chat. Wow, I wish I was looking at this
Ooh,
earlier.
Demolition from Westminster and Monroe. All right, they're juggling the ball onto the coalition side, but Moon is there with the defense. Buckley and Moon seem to be going head to head right now, trying to juggle this ball. Moon takes an aerial hit. Will he get it
Ooh.
into the goal? No, because Buckley is there to block him.
And that was the
Again, we're seeing
matchup that we kept talking about, the Vockley versus Moon matchup. It's already showing itself.
and these aerial fights are already happening. 1 minute in, and Westminster and Monroe take the first point. There seemed to be no defense there. Well, there seemed to be a bit of defense, but just a bit too early from Moon on the coalition side.
Honestly, I'm impressed with the aerial accuracy.
And that's definitely one of the hardest parts about this game, but I'm not surprised that the players this late into the tournament are masters at it.
And Ducky Sucks has a nice message for Vockley. He says, no pressure, go Vockley. So Vockley, you hear that? No pressure. Carry the game.
Can't Stop is so underrated from the chat. True, but Panda comes out of nowhere and takes a point for the coalition.
XNVY, Raheem, you have a fan. XNVY, you gotta come out.
West Windsor and Monroe definitely were not expecting that shot from Panda, who tends to stay on the defense and plays as a goalie. But Panda really just stole that point from them. XNB takes a shot, but Creeper Hat is there for the defense.
XNB,
Lockley and Moon again with the aerial battles. Panda again trying to take a shot towards the goal, but Creeper Hat is there with the defense. Moon takes another touch.
Vockley's looking for an in to clear the ball to the other side. But XNV's on the other side to bring it back over.
The ball.
Moon with a nice hit off the assist.
He hits it off of which player? It was
XNV.
One of the West Windsor.
No,
he
bounced off
hits it off.
Oh, wow.
He hits it off. Can't Stop. Can't Stop was
went
not
right over his head.
That.
XNV, your fans are disappointed. Your training isn't showing here.
Wait, what do you mean? He did great right there.
That.
He set up that ball perfectly for Moon. I think his fans are mistaken.
His fans are quite satisfied.
Lockley is not having it. He tries to juggle the ball, but he is shut down by XNV. Creeper Hat takes the ball. He pushes it over to the coalition side. The ball is in the air. Who's going to take this aerial battle? Lockley does, and he gets it in.
Lockley doesn't miss.
This is exactly what I was talking about. These air battles where Lockley becomes the Avatar, the last airbender, is everything that the coalition seems to be lacking because they cannot go up against him here. He's definitely the best in aerial battles in this entire tournament.
Halfway through the first
that
game.
If this game was on the ground, it would be a different game?
I think so. Lockley... oh my goodness! Creeper
That was
from
also
halfway
across
the map tries to get it.
Oh, wow.
But just off the mark by like 2 centimeters. The coalition seems to be in a corner right now. West Windsor and Monroe are attacking from every single angle. They can't catch a break. Lockley again trying to set something up with Can't Stop, and he gets it.
Vockley.
This replay is going to be really interesting. When someone
I'm
Can't
starting to
Stop hits the
understand.
ball over, Vockley sets it up for himself off the wall and hits it in, and just runs straight past Moon and Flappy Panda.
I'm starting to understand Vockley supremacy now.
It's almost like he's running running in circles around their defense, but the score doesn't show it yet. I think once the rest of his team steps up, it'll be a much more dominant game.
We were expecting this huge matchup between Vockley and Moon, but right now it seems like Moon is lacking a bit, which XNB seems to be picking up on. But I'm wondering and interested to see what Moon is going to do.
That's the thing we've been saying though, is that this Moon's team is definitely
Stop again.
Wow. Well, that's what I was saying. Moon's team is definitely a lot more about the teamwork than playing around the star player like Vockley's team. So I think overall it's a good showing from him as well.
Whoever said Can't Stop underrated, I agree.
Panda there tries his best to defend, but he wasn't able to. XNB takes the first hit, but Creeper Hat is there to push it back. All the coalition team members are there with the defense.
Vockley.
Panda misses it by a second, but Twitch and V and Moon are there to follow up with the defense. That could have been really dangerous for the coalition. With 1 minute and 15 seconds left, the coalition is down 2 points. Can't Stop again, takes a shot. There is no one there from the coalition to defend.
Can't Stop with an amazing goal to bring it to 5-2 with only a minute left. This
he
is
really is
picking up on like
living up.
every little opportunity. He's carrying this game. I think this game is turntables.
He's living up to
turntables.
his name because no one can seem to stop. Can't
Yes,
stop.
the turns have tabled and can't stop as well.
Barkley with the aerial touch. Moon is trying his best to juggle the ball, but he just can't seem to get to it. The ball is dangerously close to the Coalition's goal. But Twitch juggles it back towards Monroe and West Windsor's side of the court. Will he be able to get a goal?
Wow.
XNB sets it up.
Fluffy Panda had a really good hit there. That was a little bit too far off. But now with the ball back in the control of West
I think
Windsor,
he
Monroe,
came a
and
bit
Boxley.
too late. Boxley juggling it back towards the Coalition side of the court. Will he be able to get the point?
I mean, with 30 seconds left, I don't think they're going for the point here. They're just trying to keep the ball on the other side of the court, and it's working out for them for sure. You can see they're going in for these demolitions to make sure that they can't move the ball over. And with 12 seconds left, this first game is definitely over. With Monroe and West Windsor taking the first map.
We have Duffy Sucks in the chat insisting that we keep cheering for these teams. I think they do deserve a little bit more.
We are not.
They're
Wow,
not done, though.
huge plays from West Windsor and Monroe. We said to keep an eye on Boxley, but Can't Stop really turned it up this match. Not saying that Boxley didn't, but Can't Stop was a player that we didn't really expect to have this great of a showing coming in.
And I'm loving the fanfare, the support of both teams, the sportsmanship.
Don't worry, guys. We still have another round.
It looks like Sim and her mom are both cheering on Boxley, which is very heartwarming.
And
Boxley,
Creeper.
say hi to your mom. She's watching. She's expecting the best. Bring home that trophy.
So as we're getting into this the second map, if West Windsor Monroe takes this one, then they'll be the winners of the tournament. And for the Coalition, everything lies on this match. If they don't pull through and kind of show us the aggression they were showing us earlier, it's not going to go anywhere for them.
Or show us those team plays that Moon and XNB really brought out with Panda as their support in the back. Moon takes a mid-court shot, but there just seem to be too many defenders from West Windsor and Monroe.
Honestly, they've learned their lesson. Defense is the best offense.
Wow.
That's what we're kind of seeing here.
XNV takes another shot, but it's just off the mark by a little bit, too high. The Coalition
XNB had
is trying.
a really good lineup on that aerial, though. That was pretty impressive.
That's the thing with these aerial shots, the potential for getting just a bit
It is
high.
dangerously close to the West Windsor's goal, but they aren't able to do it. Boxley with a demolition shuts down the Coalition. Panda with the defense stops, can't stop, but he can't. But Creeper Hat with the follow-up, Panda just can't seem to match up. Moon juggling the ball over to West Windsor and Monroe's side, but there was just no follow-up. Both teams battling for dominance. Boxley gets a demolition on XNB. Moon coming in, but Can't Stop blocks him.
I think it's actually really interesting that neither team has scored so far, but I think both teams have really stepped up the defense. It's not really a matter of their offensive game changing at all, from what it seems like. Ooh, that was a close hit.
Like
this is exactly what happened in their prelim round. So West Windsor and Monroe had a great showing in the first round, and then the second map, neither team had scored up until the 2-minute mark, and they were just going back and forth, and we see the same exact thing happening here.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say.
See whether
I think it's safe to say that in the finals we found ourselves with the best two teams in the tournament, even if one of them is not as well distributed, to say the least.
I think it also has to do with the fact that the Coalition team, actually, never mind, because both of them are technically Coalition, so I'm not sure how much that applies. XNB with a mid-court shot, and he gets it.
And
West Windsor and Monroe were nowhere to be found there. Look at that. And you can
saw the moment he took it, and he did not let anyone.
He did not look back in 1 second.
You could see Vockley and Creeper Hat desperately following the ball, but they just were not fast enough. And right now, the Coalition has the momentum. If they're able to keep this up, they might be able to take this round, and we'll see ourselves in a third map. But right now, Creeper Hat is trying to juggle the ball towards the Coalition's goal, but he just isn't able to. XNB comes in with a touch, but there's just no follow-up from his team members.
Ooh.
Moon hits
Wow.
it super close to the goal. Wasn't able to hit it in. The ball is in the air, can't stop, takes a touch
Wow.
to defend, but Moon
That was
out of nowhere.
Great work from the Coalition side. I don't think the credit only goes to Moon because who was it here? Yeah, Flappy Panda was also
Panda
lining up
Moon.
for the same shot. This is
I
very
think
impressive
it
work.
rebounded off of both of them, but Moon was the last touch.
Gotcha.
Huge stuff for the Coalition. 2 minutes, they're up 2-0 against West Windsor and
2-0?
Monroe.
You mean 0-2?
Yeah, I think they're a little bit mad about losing the last map.
You know what?
Just
They're
a
taking
tiny
it
bit.
vengeance.
Right now, it seems like West Windsor and Monroe are just grasping at straws. Vockley tries to set up a hit for Creeper Hat, but Moon is there with the defense.
Man,
The Coalition sees can't stop coming in, and they all just position themselves in front of the goal.
I feel like this is so
They're
much.
making sure that
This is so much
Twitch
more.
Envy takes a shot.
I was gonna say this is so much more interesting than when we do basketball finals. Oh, never mind.
Moon again with the defense. The West
Honestly-
Windsor and Monroe keep trying to take these mid-court shots, but the Coalition has just gotten so good at defending. They know when they're coming.
The Coalition, they've grown over these past rounds. They're really coming into themselves. I think they're making a strong team.
I mean, I think
Yes,
that's been
they're-
true
they're
every single
adapting.
round they've played. I feel like they always just have increased teamwork. It's something
Oh,
really
no,
impressive.
but right-
Ooh, wow.
Again, they see West Windsor
I
and
just
Monroe
can't-
coming in, but Moon with the defense. Panda takes a shot and
Wow.
he gets it set up with Moon. Panda takes another point for the Coalition. With 50 seconds left, the Coalition
left.
is up 3-0.
I think
West
it's
Windsor and
safe
Monroe
to say
just
we're
don't
gonna.
have an answer.
I think it's safe to say we're gonna go to the third game because this is a really hard lead to come back from with 50 seconds left. But wow!
Mid-court shot and Moon out of nowhere.
Right off the initial set.
And if
be tired.
The-
Although in an
Yeah.
esports game, is it possible to be
If
tired?
we didn't think this win was solidified when you started saying it,
Yeah.
with this point out of nowhere from Moon, it definitely is.
I think I
45
cursed
seconds
it.
left. The Coalition is up 4-0. Vockley trying to make something happen with Can't Stop, but they just can't seem to line it up with the goal. And the defense from the Coalition just they're not letting West Windsor and Monroe get anything.
I mean, at this point, it's over. But you can see that I feel like on the
20
side,
seconds left.
on the side of the Coalition, I feel like they're not just playing for the ball to stay in play now. They're still like keeping up the aggression, just trying to force their win because there's nothing for them to lose here, even if the enemy team scores at some point.
This would be
Definitely.
honestly a nice time to make a crazy play. Let's see if we can get that in these last few seconds.
Oh no! Can't Stop tried to make some magic happen.
That would have
Thank
been a
you, though.
feel-good goal for sure, but
Thank you.
it's
I
not
just
meant
wanted
to
to see
be.
I wanted to see a risk in these last few seconds.
Definitely.
That was a
Seems like
risk.
the
well taken.
Coalition took the momentum in the beginning and they just ran with it. They didn't let West Windsor and Monroe take anything from them that entire match.
Honestly,
Wow.
let's hear in the comments what were your guys' thoughts.
I
Who
think
do you
this is
think
where
is
we
gonna
saw
take the
team
win?
play really start to
Yeah.
yeah.
It looks like we got some purple fans in here. We got some Windsor Monroe fans. Panda's getting a shout out.
Pain.
Simra's in pain. I'm
Close
sorry.
game. It definitely is a close game. I am on the edge of my seat right now, guys. XNV Moon and Panda, we see a few Coalition fans in here. Don't sweat, Purple. We've got a good distribution.
We honestly, I like this sportsmanship. I like this.
Yeah, we definitely had support on both sides of the game, which
No,
wasn't necessarily
no
expected.
tomatoes being thrown, no booing. I think
Redemption. So what we saw in these last two maps is a difference in ideology. I feel like Windsor and Monroe play a much more individual game,
For sure.
while the coalition relies on their team. So it's exciting to see what will win in the end. All right, Bockley tries to make something happen in the beginning. He almost gets it in, but Panda with the defense, nothing gets past this man.
Panda is just watching out from every single angle.
He definitely is the main line of defense for this team. He
And
played that role in the beginning.
How many times can we emphasize this? Defense is key in these matches we've seen so far.
Definitely. Moon trying to takes the aerial fight to defend. Wow. Huge shot from XNV, but it just does not.
Panda
not angled.
Fans, they're starting a Go Panda chant in there.
Go Panda.
Panda, another shot. It's in the air. Who will take this? I think that was Moon. Bockley. He's attempting to take the ball, but Moon gets the touch before he can. XNV!
Wow.
Juggles the ball right out of West Windsor Monroe's reach.
Bockley is just losing his touch here.
I think they're sort of scrambling now. The coalition seems to be... Wow. No words.
They're just hitting the flow.
Bagel says Panda is a wall, and I sort of have to agree with you. And right off the bat, we see Moon versus Bockley, and there's a demolition. So Bockley is out of play for a few seconds. Big save from Panda again.
And keeping up with the Avatar theme, Panda is just the wall of bossing save right now.
Bockley is Iroh, but he just can't seem to get in and can't stop. Just when we thought West Windsor and Monroe was losing their touch.
Bockley is Zuko pre-redemption. That's what I'm seeing here, that raw aggression.
Can't Stop is trying to turn the momentum on its head, and with that point, West Windsor and Monroe might be able to do it. Will they be able to get their bearings and get another point? Panda demolishes Creeper Hat. XNV's trying to set something up with his teammates here. The ball is dangerously close to Monroe's goal. Now it seems like Envy and Moon are working in tandem, but Can't Stop is there with the defense.
It's 2 against 1, and honestly Can't Stop is fighting against these two and making a good effort.
Bockley's trying to set something up, but XNV just takes it out of his hands.
He actually had a really good chance to get a goal there, but it was not enough to follow through on. But with Moon with possession on the ball again, he's trying to clear it to the other side of the field. The ball is in the air, which we've seen a lot this game.
Moon with these aerial shots is insane. He's like a monkey in a car.
Feedback from our fans.
Super close
Avatar
shot there.
On hitting the mark.
Another shot from Can't Stop.
XNV in a good position to save the ball there.
But West Windsor Monroe is not letting up. They keep taking these shots at the coalition's goal, and they just can't seem to catch a break. But right as I say that, Moon juggles the ball over to the next side. Can XNV make anything happen? Creeper Hat and Bockley say no.
I think the gameplay we've seen in this specific map has been better than all the other ones we've seen before, because there's no teams like making little mistakes or just letting balls go in the goal for free.
They're hitting their flow.
I think they really are. Right They've entered the Avatar state.
They've unlocked all their chakras.
They have ascended.
And this is technically the sixth round that these teams have played against each other. They're aware of each other's playing styles, and they know what to expect. Bockley and Monroe and West Windsor try to set something up, but right now it seems like the coalition's defense has no holes. They can't get through.
I mean, the defense on both sides has been really good for the past couple minutes. Oh, that was not as close as I thought it was going to be.
Right now.
With 1 minute and 20 seconds left, we are still tied 1-1. Will either team try to get something to happen, or will we go into overtime?
I don't know. Based on past plays, I think we're just going to hit that mad scramble again.
I think we're already in it.
1
They're already
minute.
in it.
I
But-
mean, if they're not in the mad scramble now, when will they be in? I think we're at the point of the game now where both teams are just going aggressively at the ball,
Let's just pull
and you
out
don't.
all the stops.
Super. Oh!
Wow.
Westminster and Monroe is keeping the Coalition on their toes. Coalition is good at defending, but they can't seem to get through to the offense. Oh, they do. They managed to make it across the map. 30 seconds left. Can either team make something happen? Bockley comes in, but he misses. Panda takes the touch instead. Any follow-up from the Coalition? Creeper Hat says no. He
Creeper
takes
Hat-
the touch.
Creeper Hat was trying to set himself up there, but
Huge!
no.
So close from Can't Stop, but again, Coalition with the defense.
that was a really big misplay. You don't want to see that at this point in the game when there was like 15 seconds left. He's
5
got to
seconds,
feel
4
bad
seconds.
for that one.
Oh no! Creeper Hat! No! So close with the hit. Oh, Monroe
Okay.
and West Windsor, they were scrambling right there.
Wow,
If
we're
they
in
got
the
that point in,
third game of the finals. We go into overtime. We couldn't have written it better than this. This is just
And this,
anyone's
honestly, this
game
is
at this
poetic.
point.
This is
I
poetic.
am quaking. I'm honestly quaking right now. Like, I'm shaking, guys.
And
I'm so stressed.
knees
Right.
weak, arms heavy.
Can't Stop is trying to. Can't Stop and Moon, they are
Oh
fighting!
my god!
Oh my goodness!
Bockley and Can't Stop, the two players we said to keep an eye on from the side of the Monroe West Windsor Coalition, follow through to bring home the tournament. Moon did his best to block it there at the end, but it was just not enough.
It was a race against time between Can't Stop and Moon, and Can't Stop came out on top.
And that is just such a poetic ending.
And with that, we have our Miss New Jersey x Miss Dallas Rocket League tournament champions
First time
from
ever.
West Windsor and Monroe.
Wow.
That was, but despite the points, that was a great showing from both teams, and it definitely was a roller coaster of a match.
Oh, for
I was
sure.
on the edge of my seat.
I mean, I definitely don't think anyone would say that these last couple semifinals and finals games were a stomp. They were definitely very intense and very close games. The chat was even getting into it. Like, they knew how close it was. Everyone was saying it was anyone's game, but at the end of the day, it was the two star players we were talking about in Vockley and Can't Stop, and just they brought it home for their schools.
And Can't Stop just redirected that lightning at the end. That was it.
More Avatar references. Very good. Okay, well, that brings us to the end. Apparently some people are saying they called it from the beginning, which is questionable, but I'll take your word for it.
Questionable. I don't know. But also, it looks like our same Can't Stop fan from before. So, Can't Stop, you were being rooted for from the beginning.
Let's see if there's any final comments in the chat. Oh wow, there's 27 people watching. That's embarrassing. That was beautiful. Good job to NUI too. That is a good point. Actually, all the teams in this tournament did a really good job, especially in the Fortnite tournament. Actually, I was really impressed by the skill level that came out. I'm being told to check the chat.
Can't Stop with the clutch. I agree. Can't Stop just at the last moment.
Is there a game for third and fourth place? There was. That was in the semifinal matches that happened before this final match.
Yeah, so the third place winner will be decided based on the point differentials of
interview
the
with
existing
winning
games.
Team. Looks like
Can
you
we get a
want-
Windsor
winning
Monroe-
team interview? I didn't prep questions for this. If they're still on, I don't see why not.
They're
I don't know,
on
we're gonna
in
ask
team
them.
room 1. Would you like
Alright.
me to
Windsor
join and ask
Monroe,
them?
Yeah, go ahead
What
and
are
ask
your
them.
biggest inspirations?
I want to know if they practiced together before. And we'll take some.
According to the chat, looks like they've had a lot of practice.
Oh, there's some questions in the chat about nationals. We haven't gotten any direction about what the nationals qualifications will look like this year, but we will let you know when we do find out.
And we
Right.
are just seeing our final comments.
So, if we want... Wait, are we doing an interview?
If they want to.
Yeah, so they're ready for us in team room
Okay, let's head over.
1. Let's head over.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Congratulations. How do you guys feel? First
Thank you.
thoughts?
I feel exhausted.
Exhausted, tired. How many games do you guys play in total?
Like 5, 6.
Five,
That's
6.
crazy.
Did you guys
You
ever
guys
play
kept it
together
up.
before? Because I know you guys are a coalition. I was been wondering this the whole
No.
time.
No, first time playing with each other.
Wow.
That is honestly impressive.
That was. You guys should go take a look at the live stream chat. We have a lot of fans.
So which one of you is
You.
Voctly?
Me.
Alright.
That was very humble of you.
You are an insane player, and which one of you is Can't Stop? That was another fan favorite.
Right here.
Kareem, very
Right here.
good.
And Creeper Hat with the defense too.
Malik on Creeper Hat. Wow. I'm actually very impressed. I'm curious to see if anyone in the chat has questions for the winning team.
Ducky Sucks in the chat says she is Bockley's biggest fan.
Did you guys expect to win this far, or come this far and win when the night started?
Yeah.
You expected it?
Yup.
Yeah.
You
They
knew
called
you
it
were
from the
taking home the
beginning.
dub. You knew it.
Those two called it from the beginning, and I was like,
Oh, Creeper, you have a shout out from Ducky Sucks.
Okay, I want to know what all of your guys' ranks are in Rocket League.
Diamond 1 in almost everything.
Okay. Who else?
Wow.
Plat 3 and almost everything.
Okay. And Arif?
Yeah, Plat 3. I'm Plat 3 in almost everything too.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
I guess we just have some insane players in Miss New Jersey and in Miss Dallas. Wait, what do you guys mean in almost everything? Or does that mean like in different game modes?
There's several
Yeah.
different game modes.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's like different
okay.
playlists.
I see. So do you guys play
do
this
we
game a
wanna
lot?
do?
Like every day? This is your main game?
I haven't played this game in a month since
Yeah, I've
until now.
played this game.
Yeah, I don't play this game that much.
Oh
I
my
play it
god.
like at least once a week.
I used to play it a lot, but I haven't played it in a month just because I'm
We
focused.
have a question for you, Bockley. How does it feel?
Good, I guess.
I guess. It's just an everyday
Yeah.
for him. He just takes the dub and leaves.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired. That's why.
Okay.
That
I
was
understand you
that
guys
was
are
honestly
really tired. You guys have a lot of fans in the chat now, so you guys are now famous as the first ever Miss New Jersey and Dallas Rocket League championships. Congratulations, guys. You guys should get some sleep, eat some food.
Do we
Thank
get
you.
any-
Thank
do we
you.
get a
Congrats,
prize?
guys.
Do we get a prize?
Sim said, Vockley, are you still coming to my house?
Uh, I don't know. My dad
Broccoli is
said I
like-
can't.
He's inviting people backstage.
No, she's my cousin. That's why.
Amazing. All right. Well, I hope to see you guys later in the weekend. Congratulations again. You'll be
Great.
hearing your name again at award ceremony on Sunday, so stay tuned. All right, salam alaikum,
Alright.
guys.
All right.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Thank you guys so
Assalamualaikum.
much.
Welcome.
Adib, do you want to take an interview with the second place as well?
If they want to.
They said yes,
Cool.
and the chat's asking for it.
Okay.
Let's give the chat what they want.
Hello. Salam alaikum, guys.
To our question team, just a few messages from chat. Raheem says, "Can you interview second place and tell them Raheem was cheering for XNB the whole time?"
Oh, thank you.
You guys all had fans in the chat. It was actually very cute to see. I don't know if you guys already knew these
AR
people.
says he's.
Yeah.
AR says he's Moon's biggest fan.
Oh, that was me on my second account actually.
Oh, the
nice.
burner account. You got to log out of the burner.
So, have you guys never played with each other before today, right? None of you?
No.
Yeah.
no.
I actually woke up like not knowing that I was gonna play in this tournament. But,
Oh,
yeah, here we
Well,
are.
and here you are now. Well, everyone was saying that you guys did really pick it up together as the games went on, and you guys started playing better and better together. Was that like something specific you guys discussed, or was it just coming naturally to you guys, the teamwork that we saw and the coordination?
I mean, yeah, we did discuss a little bit of teamwork, but I feel like it did come naturally.
So we just
Yeah.
accidentally made the dream team, huh?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
Over time
Amazing.
too, our teamwork and our rotations just got better. So alhamdulillah.
Awesome.
We just started communicating more.
Just a few more messages from chat. Uxa O says, "Go Panda, you guys got this." Ducky Sucks says, "You guys are doing great." Our Bagel says, "Moon is nasty with it."
Thank you.
All right. Well, I'm sure you guys are tired and hungry. The other team was very tired, so we will let you guys go. But congratulations, you guys are the first ever second place winners and the only cross-region team to have placed ever in a tournament like this. So definitely things that will go down in history. And I hope you guys hope to see you guys this weekend for the other. Yes, in mystery.
Good question, by the way.
Yeah.
Would I be able to shout out my Twitch in the chat?
Yeah, go for it.
I've been live streaming the whole event.
Oh, word.
Raheem says, "Tell XNB I said big bro maybe next time." He has spammed it 8 times now.
It was a very important message.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
That's my boy.
Waleed
is Moon's biggest fan.
All right.
Yeah, he is.
You can go ahead and shout out your Twitch chat. Keep taking the love from the chat, but I think we're going to end the stream there. So, congratulations again. Get some food, get some rest. I'm definitely tired. I'm sure you guys are too from playing so much. Thank you guys for coming, and for everyone who's watching, thank you for watching. Everyone who placed, congratulations, and everyone who did not, thank you for coming. I hope everyone had fun. That's like the important part. So. Yep, that's all from our side. So, anything to add, Sarah or Liva?
That was an amazing match. I'm not one to play Rocket League, but I had so much fun casting your match.
That's the thing about this game is like you don't need to like know it to understand why it's entertaining to watch, which is nice. Okay, well.
It was a great game.
Yeah.
You guys sparked my interest in Rocket League.
Okay.
I'm gonna go head to head next year.
Well, we will see you guys this weekend, inshallah. Get some rest, get ready for your competitions. Good luck this weekend. If today is anything to go by, I'm sure you guys will do great. So for everyone else, welcome guys. I'm glad you guys all
Wait, one
came
more
out.
message.
Yes.
One more really pure message from Pop Pure Kane says, "This is Moon's little brother. I'm 9-year-old. Hi, good job, bro. Love you."
Aw.
Thank you.
That was adorable.
All right. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Thank you for coming.